Article Marketing Tips, 7 Writing Tips for Beginners. When you're just starting to distribute articles to market your website, it can be a little intimidating because most likely you're not used to writing articles on a regular basis. Being a beginner isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's the perfect time to establish some excellent writing habits. This article offers you 7 article marketing tips that are especially helpful for beginners, and you can take any combination of these tips and use them to create your own writing strategy. Point 1. Don't try to write an article in one sitting. Writing takes time, and there are different stages to it. In the first stage, you'll be jotting down ideas you want to include in your article. In the next stage, you start to write in complete sentences and paragraphs. The next step is the editing stage, and after that is the proofreading stage. Writing takes such mental effort that it would be very hard for you to do all of these stages in one day. Most experienced writers will spread their work out over several days. That way they can approach their article with a fresh mind several times, which produces a higher quality article. Point 2. Write early in the morning. It's an interesting fact that many serious writers prefer to work in the early morning hours when their minds are most alert, after a cup of coffee, and when their working conditions are the most quiet. You may also find that it is easiest to write first thing in the morning. It never hurts to experiment. 3. Create a mini ritual that you do before you write. This is a little trick that many professional writers use. Come up with some simple activities that you always do prior to sitting down to write. These activities could be as simple as having a cup of coffee while reading the newspaper. That works particularly well if you're writing first thing in the morning. The mini ritual helps your mind transition to the task of writing. Point 4. Write in a distraction-free location. It's just common sense that it's easiest to write when you have the fewest distractions. Distractions can come from people, technology, such as email, phone, or the internet, environmental noise, or maybe even something as innocent as a window with a beautiful view. Point 5. Prepare your topic and research the day before. The hardest part of writing an article is coming up with the topic. When you're writing articles for article marketing, your topic will always have something to do with the general topic of your website. Still, that leaves a lot of options. That's why it's best for you to sit down the day before and pinpoint what topic you'll write about. Then, when the time comes for your writing session, you can just sit down and start writing. The same goes for doing research. If you do need to look anything up or gather any information, do it the day before so you don't get sidetracked during your writing session. Your writing session is just for writing. Point 6. Write for a limited amount of time. It's easy to procrastinate when you know you have some articles to write. Setting a time limit on your writing session can help eliminate some anxiety. You know that there is an end in sight. It may also help you write more efficiently, as oftentimes setting a time limit can help you focus and motivate you to think and write more quickly. Point 7. Make it a habit to write with a more structured approach, using these tips as your guide. Point 1. Of the most positive habits that a beginner can adopt is to have a structured writing routine. You'll find that it's easier for you to get started writing and that you don't overtax your mind trying to do too much at one time. These are simple tips that any beginner can use to emulate writers who have more experience. By using these tips, you will write more efficiently and improve in your writing skill.